welcome fans to another great game of CBA action.
Check this out.
Take it to him right now. Defense, guys, defense. In the way.
The Marriott Convention Center in Oklahoma City, where a near record crowd is gathering for the 1993 CBA All-Star Game. And good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Durham, and welcome to our ESPN coverage of the CBA All-Star Game tonight. Bill Musselman working with me. And, Coach, you know, usually when you're around an All-Star setting, it's more like an exhibition atmosphere, but I don't think we'll have that tonight.
No, sirree, Jim. These boys will be going after it tonight. They're going to be playing to their max with all these NBA scouts here.
And, of course, you'll have a chance sitting over here on the side. You're going to be critiquing a member of the family. Eric Musselman will be calling the shots for the national team.
That's going to be tough. I have to be very objective on this tonight. When he makes a mistake, I'm going to have to say so.
Well, he may be able to get a tape of this game, and he may critique you when it's over.
I'm sure he will.
Anyway, we're coming into this game tonight. We've had the pregame festivities, the slam dunk, and the one-on-one, and the three-point shootout. And a lot of these guys participated in that. And when you're talking about the American Conference team, they've only got 9 guys dressed. There could be some heavy minutes played by somebody tonight.
Well, they're going to be short. And, of course, the guys are going to like that. Some of them, they want all the minutes they can to play tonight. But it's going to be a great game, even though they're going to be dressing 9 guys.
The record crowd, by the way, for a CBA All-Star game is 8,500. They are anticipating a crowd here tonight in Oklahoma City of about 9,000, maybe a little more. Tonight's CBA All-Star game from Oklahoma City is brought to you by American Airlines, the official airline of the CBA. American Airlines, something special in the air. By LA Gear, official shoe of the CBA. Get it in gear, LA Gear. And by Sports Specialties, maker of the Pro Caps sold in stores nationwide.
Blue skies, carefree, red boat, tranquility. Oh, there's something special in the air. Blue skies, white sand, no troubles, life is grand.
American Airlines with flyaway vacation packages to all these sunny destinations.
Silver bird, take me where there's something special in the air.
Yo, man, 3-on-3 at this tournament. We're gonna play you guys 2-on-3.
Gentlemen, you need 3 men on this court, and he's next.
Can you handle the rock? Can you jump? Shoot? Not really. Can you pass? Yeah, I can pass. Oh, I'm serious. I want to shoot a little more next time. Next time. Okay? Next time. Way next time.
The authentic one and only Sports Specialties cap. It says something about you.
With the smoke still hanging over the court here in the Marriott Center, the remnants of the laser light show introductions before tonight's game. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the American Conference. At one forward spot, Andre Spencer at 6'6", representing the Rockford Lightning. And at the other spot, good, strong, physical player Derek Strong at 6'8" from the Quad City Thunder. The American Conference pivot man Ronnie Tompkins at 6'8" from Grand Rapids. In the backcourt, Dwayne Washington, 6'4" from the Rockford Lightning. And at the other guard, Kevin Williams, 6'2" from the La Crosse Catbirds. The National Conference with Pat Durham at one forward spot. at 6'7". Henry James, good outside shooter, 6'9", from Wichita Falls. In the middle, Scott Mintz from the Yakima Sun Kings at 6'10". In the backcourt at the point, A.J. Winder, 6'2" guard from Tri-City, and Tim Legler at 6'4". The three-point shooting champion starts at the other guard spot. We're set for the tip-off tonight, and Pat Durham moves in for the National, going up against Ronnie Tompkins from the American. The ball tipped out of bounds, so this game will begin with an inbounds pass to be made along the left baseline, and Tony Brothers, the official, about to hand Tim Legler the ball, putting some pressure on him as well. National Conference, by the way, with 3 straight victories in all-star competition in the CBA. From long range, Henry James starts the scoring. A little smoky here in Oklahoma City.
Jim, that outside shooting, you're going to have to stop that outside shooting of that national team. I think the American team's got stronger ball club. It's going to be a key matchup with Kevin Williams and Legler.
Washington had it chopped away. The shot clock at 2. Spencer under pressure, and Strong with the rebound. He goes up strong and gets the basket, score the goal, and a foul.
That's one of the things that Eric told me he was concerned about before the game, was the inside rebounding of Strong.
Scott Mintz on that personal foul for the National Conference. And Strong with the three-point play makes it a 3-2 score. It's still a little hazy here in Oklahoma City. They had a laser light show during the introductions, and so we are still seeing some of the after effects. Shot clock is at 8, and plus I think some of the lighting hasn't built back to full intensity yet either. Henry James with 2 on the clock. Forced up a tough one against the red light, and the American Conference out with the lead in the ball.
That's pretty good defense, Jim.
That's something you don't normally see in an all-star game, but as we said at the top of our telecast tonight, you will see some intensity out there in this one.
Well, I think that the national squad's got good perimeter shooting, and that American squad's going to toughen up that defense. Kevin Williams will play good defense.
Here's Mintz. Scott Mintz with his first 2, and the National Conference takes the 1-point lead. National Conference is the home club tonight here in the Marriott Center in Oklahoma City, the home court of the Oklahoma City Cavalry. Shot clock down to 11 on a play inside. A foul called, and the foul is whistled against A.J. Winder. Defense is his trademark.
You know, A.J. in Washington, I think that'll be a very good matchup. You know, really the two true point guards out here on the floor.
Winder has made the all-defensive team 2 years in a row. This is Ronnie Tompkins looking in, and a nice read on that pass to the inside as the American Conference gets the basket for Andre Spencer. 5-4 lead. Quick shot here. Spencer the rebound. Washington surveys the scene. Throw ahead to Williams. Now they get the pass inside to Strong, and it's knocked out of bounds by the National Conference. So the American to inbound with call the foul. I take that back. Strong back to the free throw line to shoot 2.
I think the national squad's got to do a good job of keeping them off the
Strong with that free throw. We just had a look at Eric Musselman across the way.
I think Eric's going to be a little bit of concern about this inside game, and they've got a lot of slashers on that American squad, and they're going to have to keep them from going to the foul line.
Eric Musselman trying to do what no CBA coach has been able to do yet, and that is win 3 all-star games. If he does so, he'll not only have the most victories in the CBA, he'll have the most in his family. 3-point field goal for Henry James.
He can shoot from the outside, Jim. You know, he really played good ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers when he had a shot up in the NBA. He's got tremendous range.
We played almost 3 minutes, and on a screen out high, we get an offensive foul.
Offensive foul, number 24, Ronnie Tompkins.
The national squad, they're going to be taking, they got outside shooters, and they're going to have to make sure they hit the boards.
So 1-point lead for the national foul. Winder's pass is picked off. And it's finally controlled across the way by Spencer, and then they working the ball inside, they turn it over.
Winder's going to do a good job, I think, of running this offense.
Dan Panazio, the head coach of the American Conference. He's back for the second year in a row looking for a victory. Durham inside had it blocked and a foul called. Pat Durham shoots two.
Jim, Durham really goes to the foul line more than anybody in the CBA. He's kind of a slasher. After 11 games, he shot 122 free throws this year.
Well, I know one thing. He was in the slam dunk contest earlier tonight. He was my pick, of course. But he didn't make it out of that first round.
My pick made it.
Your pick made it real well. Two free throws by Durham, making a 9-6 lead for the National. Washington trying to get some running room, and his pass sails out of bounds.
He tried to execute the pick and roll.
Look at this throw ahead to Henry James ahead of the pack. Nice reverse move.
American squad didn't get back on defense.
You talked about Henry James having that ability to fill it up. He's got 7 of their first 11.
He's dangerous. He'll score.
Williams trying to get the pass off inside, and the National another steal. Legler, look at the over-the-head dunk by Durham.
You know, Kevin Williams is really a scorer. You know, Kevin told me before the game he's going to show people we can pass. I think you got to do what you do well. Kevin's going to have to look to score for this American squad.
American team could use a hoop this trip. 14 on the shot clock. Spencer. Guarded by Winder. He wants him. Wants to take him inside, use his size, and he gets it done. Andre Spencer.
He gave a good look inside first. Mintz did a good job of defending the post position.
National team continuing to throw ahead of the defense, and this time Durham is fouled going to the hoop, so he's back on the free throw line.
He's the guy I predict will be get the foul line more than anybody tonight, Jim.
This will be his 3rd and 4th attempts already.
He just has a knack of getting to the foul line, being a slasher. You know, he doesn't shoot with real good range. He likes to finish off the break, runs the court well, loves to get to that foul line.
Spent training camp with the Cleveland Cavaliers this year. He's got 6, and it's a 15-8 score, a 7-point lead for the National. Williams on the move against Legler. Tough shot. You talked about it. He has the ability to score.
He scored 52 one night when I coached that ball with him on the ball club.
And he reads the up-court pass and makes the steal. The American team trying to string a couple of hoops together, and they turn it over as Strong couldn't control along the baseline.
I think Kevin Williams on transition, you know, he's very good at taking to the basket. I think he's looking to pass that ball. He made that difficult shot, but he can make difficult shots. I think Kevin may have to get his scoring.
National team much deeper than the American team. They make a couple of changes. They've got Stanley Brundy in there. Winder gives it up to Mintz on the turnaround. Scott Mintz. Scott Mintz with 4.
Scott can shoot facing up. He can shoot the turnaround jump shot.
Scott Mintz told us before the game he wants to be sure to say hi to his family and friends in Kankakee. Bill Musselman, you know where Kankakee is.
Sure do, Jim.
It is in Illinois. You are correct, sir. Shot rattles out. Tip won't go. Rebound. Washington back to claim the loose ball, and Mintz the foul. Scott Mintz with his 2nd foul. It is a 7-point lead for the national team as they open strongly here.
Damn city, and I'm the mayor.
Yo, fellas, how about a game of hoops? Hey, what? With you? No, with your mama. Mom?
This guy was good, but he was all dribble.
Say what? Come on, man.
Man, he deserved one of these.
Franchise, want to call Bud? Solid.
We make so much more than our parents ever did. And they bought a house, took vacations.
That was then. Things are different now.
So how are we going to do it?
Get the Wall Street Journal Guide to Understanding Personal Finance. Guide will help you with important information you need to know. Get 13 weeks of the journal for $37 and your free copy of the Guide to Personal Finance. Call 800-832-8700. That's 800-832-8700.
Following the timeout, 2 more turnovers by the American Conference team continue to offset hot shooting. And so as we rejoin the action with 4:11 remaining, the National Conference has a 6-point lead, 22-16. This is Shelton Jones again going to the hoop. His tip inside and finally cleared out of there by Smith. Washington on ahead to Farmer. Tony Farmer with a scoop and a foul called on Jones. Farmer gets to the line.
Farmer's got a lot of talent. You know, he's got a good perimeter shot. He'll take it to the basket. But he's been with about 4 different clubs in a year and a half. And everyone in the league says this guy's got talent.
Tony Farmer was a late addition to the American Conference team. Barry Mitchell had to pass it up because of an injury. And so Farmer was added. They also had Lorenzo Williams called up by the Boston Celtics.
Barry Mitchell, I really like Barry Mitchell. It's too bad he can't play in this ball game. But that he had a little knee problem. MVP of the league last year, top defensive player. Got all the intangibles of a ball player you're looking for. Great hard, plays hard.
You know, one thing, Bill, if you didn't see the scoreboard, you would think the national team was up bigger than 6. 4 on the shot clock. Ball partially blocked, so it fell short. Now the Americans on the run. Smith over the head to Oliver. What a tough shot. Oliver almost got it to go. He did draw the foul, and he'll shoot 2.
Good touch pass by Michael Smith. He ran the ball down well. Saved it from going out of bounds, made a good pass.
Well, that was a great pass by Smith, and Oliver, you know, he's not a very big guy, but he's a tough cookie, and he almost muscled that shot in.
He's strong. Before the ball game, Eric said that it's important to keep him out of the lane. You know, he has to get set on his perimeter shot. He has to get his feet under him, but he's a very good defender, quick hands, and he really plays hard.
Drops both of these free throws, and that makes it a 4-point game. The National, the lead in the ball.
Oliver's a second-round pick of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Played a lot of minutes for them in one season. Had some injury problems while he was there. Tank Collins loses the dribble. The shot clock is at 8. And now the American comes away with a steal. Oliver with a pass to Farmer, and on the return, Oliver scores. Ryan Oliver has 4, and it's a 2-point game. The National Conference has led by as many as 9 here in this opening quarter. We've got about 2:25 left.
The national squad's got to watch their ball handling right now.
Williams connects for 3.
That's the strong point of this national squad, that perimeter shooting.
Michael Smith takes it from long range. That's a 2, though. Smith on the basket, cuts it to 3. Already the National on the attack. Collins, number 12, hangs in the air. And the rebound cleared out of there by the American. They come back with a chance to cut it to 1. Working inside Jordan. The ball knocked loose. It's out of bounds. It stays at that end with the American Conference.
Timmy Collins likes to take the ball to the basket.
Timeout taken. 1:50 left in the opening quarter, and the National leads it by 3.
Feature your newborn baby on Channel 10's What's New in Pink and Blue. Just send a postcard or self-addressed stamped envelope if you have a photograph to Channel 10's What's New in Pink and Blue, 348 Washington Street, Leonardtown, Maryland, 20650. Include your name, baby's first and middle name, and date of birth. What's New in Pink and Blue is brought to you by Stork News of Southern Maryland, airing just past the top of the hour on Channel 10.
I did some comparative shopping and found the best deal here at All American Ford and Dodge.
I drove to Waldorf and saved nearly $2,000 on my new car.
I was amazed at the selection of cars and trucks. No other dealership comes close.
They aren't kidding when they say All American Ford and Dodge is the home of the deal beaters.
For Southern Maryland's largest selection of cars and trucks at super savings, come to All American Ford and Dodge, Route 301, Waldorf, Maryland.
It's a Wednesday jam session. Last season, Rodney Rogers and Wake Forest pulled off the upset of the season by knocking off Duke. Now the Blue Devils want revenge against their ACC rivals. Then it's a Big East battle between St. John's and Villanova. A live Wednesday jam session. ESPN.
Back at Oklahoma City, Jim Durham with Bill Musselman, and we have been joined by the president of the Utah Jazz, one Mr. Frank Layden is here. And Frank, as we know, you've never met a banquet you didn't like, and last night you liked it. The folks here in Oklahoma City liked you.
Well, I'll tell you, Jim, you know, I came into this town, I didn't know what to expect. The barbecue, it was excellent.
You liked it?
Oh, they threw the gravy on, I'll tell you, the corn, the whole bit. And I'll tell you what, I told my jokes, I gave my stories and everything else, and I know that this morning people woke up laughing, all right? But they didn't get them until today, all right? I mean, but it's a great city, and they're supporting this game, and it's just terrific.
Well, you were just glad to be here and not in that snow in Salt Lake.
Yeah, we had a little bit of snow there, and of course, my mother-in-law is visiting, so anytime I can be out of town with her, she'll melt the snow quick, I guarantee you. We're using them down to roll up and down the driveway.
But seriously, folks, this game that we're watching here today, can you really get a good feel for a player and project him into the NBA and watching him in a CBA All-Star game?
I don't know, but I think one thing you might do, and I'm sure Coach Musselman would agree with me, is you might get a look here that'll bring you back to see a kid again. You know, you're getting a good idea how he runs the floor, what kind of poise he has. He's playing within his game. He's not trying to go out there and be the whole show. You know, so I think there's kids here that we've seen before, and for one reason or another, they're not in the NBA already. And I say one reason or the other because I think there's probably 5 players in this game that could play in the NBA right now, and 10 that will play sometime in the future. You know, they're athletes, they're great players, but for one reason or another, maybe there just isn't room at the end for them right now. But, you know, I like the idea that a kid plays in this league. I came to a game like this a couple of years ago, and I walked away with Jeff Wilkins, who started for us for many years, and a pretty good guard named Ricky Green, who became an all-star.
Yeah.
It was the turning point, I think, for the Jazz.
Tony Farmer on that two-hand dunk. It's a one-point game. Shot clock at 19, about 8 difference.
You know, it's funny, I remember Mike Smith, the BYU that's out here right now, when he was drafted in the first round by the Celtics, Red Auerbach made a very bold statement. He said, this guy could be another Larry Bird. Here he is in the CBA, and I'm saying, wait a minute, could Red been that wrong? Maybe that guy has still got a future somewhere. He always could shoot it.
8 seconds left, and Reggie Jordan controlling for the Americans. On the kick out, we get a collision and a foul. It's offensive. Reggie Jordan picks up the offensive foul. 4.1 left.
I was in Holland recently to see a tournament over there in Europe, and one of the CBA teams, Wichita Falls, Texas, was there. Henry Williams. Nice player, Bill.
Well, he can shoot the ball.
He can shoot the ball, and he's playing with great confidence. I don't know why he's not on an NBA team right now, to be honest with you.
Frank, I agree with you.
Here's Shelton Jones against the clock, gives it up, and Henry James on a sidewinder. Off the backboard, it's a 3-point lead for the National as we have completed the first quarter of the '93 CBA All-Star Game. We'll be back in a moment.
Blue skies, carefree, red boat, tranquility. Oh, there's something special in the air. Blue skies, white sand, no troubles, life is grand.
American Airlines with flyaway vacation packages to all these sunny destinations.
Silver bird, take me where there's something special in the air.
The Continental Basketball Association, official developmental league of the NBA, is offering a free 4-color gift catalog featuring official CBA merchandise. Get a pad and pencil ready to write for your free catalog today. As a CBA fan, you can order team T-shirts, sweatshirts, and caps. For the catalog, write to CBA Properties at 425 South Cherry Street, Suite 230, Denver, Colorado 80222. Write today. The catalog is free.
Hi, Chris. It's Mom. Look, honey.